So here I am where the new flooring is going to meet the old flooring. Both are engineered floors. They come in the similar size rectangle pieces. And my goal is not to use one of these room transitioners where you put one floor on one side and another floor on the other, and that fits between and goes on top. It's nice, it's attractive, it's sturdy, but I want to see if I can build this to fit in so perfect that it just whoosh, creates a seamless seam. Now this is my original piece right here that connects the court flooring to the middle of the doorway. It's about this big, and I have a couple scrap pieces left that I can use to see how good I can get this seamless transition before I go back to the transition piece. So I can do a couple tries on this. I just have to be perfectly correct. So here in my garage are the scraps I have left, and I've got these two pieces that have front edges on them because you have to put them in one at a time in order to fit them under the door frame. Both ends here, when you push into the door frame, you can't do it without catching on one side. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mark off the sizes of these because I'm just going for about a 1/16 of an inch larger this round than the last one, and then I'm going to sand down from there. Sanding is really tricky because that's how I made this end too short. It's great here, but can you see how that curves a little bit? It's just a little bit too thin now. So first thing I'm going to do is I've found a lot of luck with using some Ning brand painter's tape. Painter's tape is great for everything, and usually the cheap stuff is perfect. But when running this through my saw, I get a much cleaner edge without the frays by putting some nice tape on the end first. So now that I've got this, I've got my super sharp pencil, and I'm going to mark the line there. I'm going to put the teeth of the blade, because the teeth are just a little bit wider than the width of the saw blade, but I'm going to put it so it cuts and you can still see the pencil line. So here's how I'm going to do this tricky cut here. I need to compensate the floor, the house, maybe such a small difference wider on one end of the door than the other. So what I need is a near perfect cut, but not quite. I've layered a couple pieces of paper and some masking tape so that when this slides down the saw, oh no, I went too far, didn't I? I did it. Finally down to the last scraps. I had to go through these 4 pieces of cutting them too short or not straight enough or getting a little fray on the edge. And finally, I have my seamless seam. So what happens here is the floors are the exact same height. There's still some pounding in. I think they call them friction locks. So it's a matter of kind of sinking the seam together. And then, because I've been walking on it and setting the height, it is a seamless seam. So one room effortlessly transitions to the other. Look at that feel. Effortlessly transitions to the other. Without one of these. Passing inspection.